Crypto miner bros, the price that you see is the price that you pay, whether it comes to duties and customs or just for delivery. This price right here is what you're going to pay. Check them out in the link in my description. Thank you. What is up, everybody? Blue Moon Mining here, and today I'm going to be talking about the Nervos network, aka CKB. Um, Going over CKB, it's not a very high priced coin, but it does have a decent market cap and it has a pretty large circulating supply, but from what it looks like does not have a max supply or any of that. But yeah, so it's not a whole lot of money. It's not kind of a well-known coin, and I kind of want to go over it today because it is, if you could tell, a very profitable coin to mine based off of looking at the newer K7 from Bitmain or even just other ASIC miners. From what I know, that the box miners and stuff at 10 cents aren't making a whole lot. These miners used to make a lot until the actual network started getting up in hash rate. But there's not a whole lot of miners actually mining to the Nervos network. And it could be one of those opportunistic things. Of course, none of this is financial advice, but it could be a good opportunity to get into a coin that not a lot of people are really mining, because it may bring, not saying it will, but it could possibly bring the potential to make a lot of money. But of course, none of this is financial advice. And as you guys saw at the beginning of the video, I do have Crypto Miner Bros as an affiliate, and you guys can use my link below to maybe get yourself a CKB miner. There's the new CK Box 2 that Gold Shell just released. And, this coin could hypothetically be a sleeping giant. You never know. It may blow up. You may see the price spike. You never know with cryptocurrency shitcoins, as they're called. Everyone calls them shitcoins because it's not, really as top notch as like Bitcoin and stuff. It's everyone will call any other coin a shitcoin if it's not Bitcoin or Ethereum and stuff. I mean, even Ethereum is technically a shitcoin. But CKB is one of those that's just shockingly profitable. Like, even a terahash will get you 45 cents a day before electric. Of course, if you pay you're paying your electric, maybe 10 cents per kilowatt hour. I don't know if they have the Gold Shell CK Box 2 on here quite yet, but they do have the CK Box, which does a terahash at 215 watts, and that's only losing 5 cents a day, which isn't horrible. But everyone's talking about the Big Daddy K7 now, which is getting around $21 a day. Now, everyone knows about the KA3 for Kadena, and that has been recently dropping in profitability as the miner becomes, as the network becomes more saturated with those miners. It's continuously losing yields, making the profitability of that miner a lot less. It's a complete opposite with the K7 right now, because going to find the K7, they're not sold out from what I know. You can go to Crypto Miner Bros and they're fully stocked up. They can go over to Bitmain, and Bitmain I'm pretty sure is stocked up as well on these things, because not a lot of people are mining them. Well, they are sold out now, but I remember a couple days ago they weren't. So from what I know, compared to the KA3, these are actually miners you can buy and find. If you go for the KA3, they're sold out mostly everywhere. So here's the K7 sitting there at Crypto Miner Bros. Now we can go over to shop and look for the KA3. Of course, even their new E9 Pro is sold out for the Ethereum Classic. This thing is an absolute beast, by the way. So, but yeah, let's try and find the KA3. I know there's a lot of BMK3s still selling, but here it is, sold out. I don't think you can really find them anywhere. We'll go to Kadena. We're gonna have to go to ASIC miner value for this, because I don't know how to mine the ASIC very good yet. I'm still learning how to do it. But if you click on the KA3, and I'm pretty sure if you scroll down, not many of them are really in stock, or if they are in stock, they're $10,000 miners, which is a lot, and the ROI is just getting longer and longer for these miners. And as I was saying, Kadena is going up in network hash rate alongside difficulty, making the yield a lot less, which means the KA3 is most likely not going to stay at the top of the charts for much longer. For a better look at profitability, this is about what it would actually be making a day. So yeah, and compare that to the K7, it's catching up. Even the D9, the Dash miner, is catching up, and I don't really know where the D9 came from, but it's up there. Is that a new miner? I'm not sure. I think the D9 might be a new miner. Let's go look at Dash here. I don't know. Don't quote me on it. I don't pay attention to ASIC miners as much unless they're of a coin that I'm aware of. I don't know much about Dash, but I do know a lot about CKB. And CKB does have two different types of models now. And for what it looks like, the bigger one, the 63.5, is cheaper than the 58. Besides that, I'm getting off track. The K7 and just CKB may be a better buy to go. Eagle Song is kind of a not very well-known, popular mining what is it, algorithm. 4,500 miners compared to almost 10,000 miners on Kadena, and yeah, it's measured in a petahash because as it's like Bitcoin or ASIC mining in general. But from what I know, CKB is also a very efficient algorithm. Not as efficient, from what I know. Well, it's a little bit more efficient than Kadena, from what I can see. Somewhat may not be. As I said, don't quote me on any of this. It's not like Litecoin and stuff. Litecoin is efficient at its best. Like if you go, the older miners are a lot more efficient than, say, the newer ones, most likely, even though the newer ones are more efficient. What I'm trying to say is that the K7 may be a better buy than the KA3. And I'm not trying to shill CKB. I'm not trying to say that CKB is going to be your savior. It's going to make you rich. No, I'm not saying any of that. None of this is financial advice. You guys don't have to listen to me. I'm just a dude on the internet talking about cryptocurrency. That's pretty much how it is. I'm not going to sell you guys on stuff. I'm just trying to say that comparative to Kadena is such a saturated market because people are always trying to get into Kadena miner. You always hear people say, man, I want to mine Kadena, or man, I want to mine Bitcoin, and this, that, and other thing. You don't really hear many people just out of nowhere say, man, I really just want to mine CKB. Nervos network, man, I want to mine the shit out of that coin. You don't hear people talking like that. People want to mine Litecoin, they want to mine Kadena, they want to mine freaking all these other things, even Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the biggest one everyone wants to mine. I want to mine Bitcoin, for Christ's sake. Who the hell wouldn't want to mine Bitcoin? But Bitcoin is also a very saturated market, and it's gotten to the point where if you're not a big farm, you're not really going to be as profitable. You're not going to make as much money. And I know that I'm in the process of buying a Bitcoin miner, yes. But at the same time, I don't want to be a small miner forever, per se. It's a fun hobby to do, but it's also, if you start getting into ASIC miners, it starts to become more of a part-time job, and eventually it kind of rolls into a full-time job. It's not a full-time job for me now. I enjoy what I do. I'm a carpenter. I like to build stuff. I like to do all that. And even if cryptocurrency and crypto mining YouTube ever became my full-time thing, I'm not gonna not build stuff and all that. It's a hobby for me, even if it was a full-time job. And for me, a full-time crypto job with YouTube and stuff would actually be kind of fun. I have more freedom to do what I want and stuff, but that's not the case. I'm a carpenter. But if I were to make the decisions between a K3 and a K7, I would throw my money at the K7, to be completely honest with you guys, because that miner makes more sense to me. You know, because CKB, it's not a huge coin. Not a lot of people are talking about it. And to me, I think it's a sleeping giant, but that's just my personal opinion. You know, not a lot of people are going to agree with me on that. I don't care what other people say because it's my mining journey, you know. I'm the one that wants to mine this, and I'm the one that wants to mine that. If people don't agree with it, then people don't agree with it. Anyone can mine what they want, but I'm just trying to say, maybe you should do some research on all these coins. Like I'm gonna leave the link to the Nervos.org website for you guys to check out more about Nervos if you want. I'm pretty sure everyone's gone and looked at the Kadena website and looked at the Kadena um, white white paper and all that fun stuff. But I'll leave the link down to the Nervos Network website so you guys can also check that out, kind of see what they're doing over there. And that's what we're going to see. You know, maybe people are going to want to get into this coin. I know I'm trying to get into this coin. I want to get myself a K7 here in the future. Even if the K7 gets absolutely swamped by another magical Bitmain ASIC miner that just comes out in the next year because they somehow make new miners like there's no tomorrow. And then they sell out within 2 seconds. You know, maybe they're just selling one miner, who knows. But they're not sold out anywhere with these K7s. I know Bitmain's actual website is, but Crypto Miner Bros, $6,000. From what I know, that's the price you're paying. You know, I think there may be a duty in there you have to pay. You know, customs can be a pain in the ass, sadly, but this may be the better buy as the saturation of Kadena continues to go on. Kadena is being absolutely just, oh, they're getting destroyed right now. I'm going to tell you that right now. Those KA3s are absolutely destroying the market as more and more people buy them, more and more people start to put them online. These big mining farms are starting to put them online. They probably bought a few thousands of these miners. And guess what? The more that go on, the higher difficulty is going to get. I don't know many people that are actually buying the K7, and just due to the fact that they are in stock at most places, I would assume that not a lot of people really care. Of course, it's your typical ASIC miner in the end, you know, 75 decibel, got 4 fans, 30 or 3080 watts, it needs to be on 240 volt, runs on Ethernet, you know, all those typical things. But in the end, it's just more of a, what am I trying to say here? It just seems like a better play in my books, but you guys don't have to listen to me. Do what you guys want to do, and you know, you never know what the price is going to be. Normally, shit coins don't go back to their all-time high, but 4 cents, it's almost gone back to 4 cents before. It's gone up to 3. Kadena's, this is their all-time. This is since they started going up and down, up and down. Kind of resembles like a Bitcoin. This kind of resembles of a Bitcoin network where we'll have that spike, have the down, got another spike, and it just kind of goes, kind of follows the path of Bitcoin. So it's not the next Bitcoin, it's not the next angel coin that's going to save us all and make us rich. No, but it's a coin that may be worth checking out. Other than that, guys, I don't really have much else to talk about. I just kind of wanted to go over, like, you know, CKB and let you guys know about it. It's not a very well-known mineable coin, and some people are starting to get into it. You know, a lot of other YouTubers are starting to talk about it, and I wanted to talk about it just because I want to myself get into it and mine some CKB. I want to, you know, experience potential growth, but you never know if it's going to happen. Kadena is kind of a dead and gone type thing. If you start Kadena mining, you're going to have to get the top 2 miners, because look, 10 cents per kilowatt hour, about average in the United States for everywhere. The only 2 profitable miners are the BMK3 and the KA3. Now, of course, CKB isn't, you know, the exact opposite, but there's at least a couple more options. You know, you can go to get the older ones, maybe a little bit cheaper than buying the new ones, but even the newer ones are cheaper than the newer Kadena miners. You know, these crypto or these ASIC miner manufacturers know this. They're going to make the miners that not a lot of people are going after cheaper than the ones that a lot of people want. The higher the demand, the higher the price, and that's how it's always going to be. So I'm going to wrap it up right there before I go off on a tangent. Don't want to bore you guys to death, but I hope you guys at least enjoyed the video. Maybe learned a thing or two. Again, I'll keep this down in the description if you guys want to check out Nervos Network and kind of figure out what they're up to and what their plans are for the future. But besides that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Don't forget to check out the guys over at Coastal Crypto. They don't have any CKB miners on their website, but if you contact them directly and request it, they can get that miner for you. So just remember that. If you use my link in the description, it helps out the channel. And if you guys want, I also have a discount code, Blue Moon, for 5% off.